It's the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, this is a team that is reeling a bit. Hoping to start the year strong, they've had trouble communicating on both ends of the floor. Very little cohesion. They're hoping to pull things together tonight to try and turn the tide. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Jack, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. About skill and brute strength. What's so funny? That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me. Make sure you're trying. I'm going to flip this table over right now. I believe you could. What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
I see Ernie.
And here's Kevin Harlan. Here's Kevin Harlan.
See you at the line.
The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. And the Nuggets on friendly ground as they continue this homestand. In this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for an exciting game. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, thanks very much. Now, after the Nuggets added Nikola Jokic to the starting lineup, they finished their 16-17 season as the best offensive team in basketball. Last year we saw some regression, but this is still a young team that's learning how to play together and trying to climb the ladder of a very competitive Western Conference. Evan?
A team on the rise, DA. We'll see. And early in the season, many coaches, Clark, still experimenting with rotations. Who plays when and where? And how long has it been in your experience to have that established on a team?
Well, it varies from team to team. There are a number of factors. One, the coach, has he been there a while? Does he have an established style of play and system? Two, what's your roster like? How healthy are you? What's the mix and makeup of your team? So it could vary, but typically you'd like to have it not prolong itself into the regular season. You hope that a few weeks of training camp, and then by the time you get a month of the season under your belt, that you're pretty anchored into who you are and how you're going to try to play.
Good outline. And the starting group for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan and Gay, the wing. And it's Murray in at the one. Now, here's Porter, following the miss by DeRozan. And that one's good by Porter.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Murray gets to DeRozan. And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels off his hand. It was last touched by Jokic. Pocket four. Here's Gay. Millsap grabs the miss.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hook.
Jokic finds Harris over Gay, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Nuggets are, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Pass to Aldridge. Aldridge double team. Millsap. Here's Murray. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy.
Thomas kicks to Jokic. Back to Thomas. Connects from three-point range.
And Thomas's shooting form is well refined and pretty efficient. He's excellent at shooting the three ball when he's in rhythm.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
It was never all about himself. It just kept everybody in the mix.
And that's exactly why you got to box him out, because when you don't, he burns you on the glass.
Thomas passes to Jokic. Thomas kicks to Jokic. Dishes to Millsap. Over Aldridge. And that one goes long. Jokic with the steal. Harris finds Jokic. Against Thomas. Buries the jump shot. Thomas got 5 points so far.
All the ways Thomas can beat you. That includes rising up and letting it go.
And it's been a tough past season. Get it from Boston. Get traded to the Lakers. Never seen a guy get traded twice.
Chaos moment, indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour.
You're just standing there.
Harris kicks to Porter.
I'm gonna tell you every fucking quarter.
He feeds it to Thomas. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's Millsap. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago. The offensive rebound, Jokic.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And that one's good by Gay. And it takes a certain team for Thomas to fit in with well. Was the case, though, with the Cavs.
Yeah, Thomas is a point guard, not a pass guard. He's a guy that's going to look to score more than anything else. It didn't quite work with the Cavs, but you put him in an up-tempo offense, that young man can flourish. Still young enough and is with a team more suited, I think, for his skills now. I bet he has a big bounce back here.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Jokic. Clock at 6. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
Here's Aldridge. Michael Porter making his last shot. Aldridge kicks to Gay. Here's Gasol. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are from for the Spurs.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Free throw good, Gasol. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player. Came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson was another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek's probably longevity, championship, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA player.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
No, I didn't play long enough.
And that one drops.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And here's Mills after Isaiah Thomas. That last 3 points. Illinois kicks to Bertans. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. His first foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change. M's checked in. This is the Vertans. There's the dish to Bellinelli. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 fly. Can't get that one to fall. And the Nuggets going the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
I think they were totally checked out, Greg. At least that's what it looks like. That kind of defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Nikola Jokic, boy, the addition of that 3-point shot, Clark has really
already a great passer. Now that he can stretch the defense, the passing lanes become wider for him. Also, the driving lanes open up for his teammates. So, very difficult to take away everything when you on perimeter.
free throw is good. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down and it was easy.
Thomas passes to Jokic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Jokic just got 6 points. Spurs trail by 7. The feed now to Pirtle. Back to Mills. And the layup's good off the glass.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
That's Thomas outside. That one, no good. Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Outside Thomas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the point.
Isaiah Thomas met with a lot of teams in free agency. After coming off such a player.
Throw is good.
Having now been a head coach for 5 full years, 2 years with the Kings, 3 with the Nuggets, at his fill of inexperienced rosters, and has done a reasonably good job with them.
San Antonio making
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
You know what? Some of the smallest guys in this league historically have had the biggest hearts. IT and Calvin Murphy come to mind.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Pass to Miller. The pass to Mills. 17-foot shot on the way. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Here's Harris. Millsap stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. On the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Isaiah Thomas, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Denver Nuggets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play. Like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old, I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Nuggets guys, what jumps out to you, numbers one?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
On the court for San Antonio. They've got Miller. Cunningham is out there with Pirtle. Then it's White. And it's Walker in at the 2. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "To drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Miller kicks to White. And it's off from three-point range. Denver leading by 9. Vanderbilt. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And San Antonio shooting 40% for the field. And a wide open look for Walker on the 3 off target.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Barton, and stolen by White. To the paint, here's Walker. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Got a piece of it. In the corner, it's Morris. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Spurs.
And when you look at that chart, concentrate for a second on what they're not doing. They're not getting a lot of threes from the corners. That's something that has to change. It makes it much easier to defend the team when you know they can't score from the corner.
And the 3 ball is good.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that. They need a
for somebody
bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And, last year the Denver Nuggets were dominant from behind the arc. I mean, 6th in the league in three-pointers made, 7th in three-point percentage.
And the Spurs with some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. He comes in for Cunningham. And it's DeRozan in for Walker. Down low. Here's Barton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Top of the key. He can't get that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Hey, Clark, for the Nuggets last season, they in general shot pretty well from the field.
You take a look at the rotations they rolled out. Kevin always had an outstanding shooter or two on the floor, and generally employ good shot selection, so that adds up to nice numbers.
Now here's DeRozan. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Portland. Kicks it to White. Miller outside. Five to shoot. Pass to Gay. Here's Aldridge. Another shot. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Timed it just a skosh. Don't think the defense really had an impact. I think he just flat out missed it.
Here's Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Spurs. 8-point game. Back to White. He finds Aldridge. Here's White. With the ball. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is Bailey.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. There's something timeless about a star tandem, Clark. Jordan and Pippen, Kobe and Shaq, Steph and KD. It's needed for guys at that level to play together.
The biggest thing is an appreciation and respect for one another. That, to me, is the beginning point of coexistence at a high level, because you're going to have some friction, you're going to have some disagreements, but all of that can be put to the side when there's great appreciation and respect for each other, and a real focus on what get that in place, then the talent will rise to the very top.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
He can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 5. Thomas, they could use a bucket. The Nuggets with another miss.
After draining those two in the first quarter.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passes. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 6 points for him.
And the quick decision-making of Thomas critical in being phenomenal in the pick and roll.
Against Thomas. The 2, DeRozan. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front.
He nails it, and we're tied up. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Thomas kicks to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 8 inside. Here's Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. Against DeRozan. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 16-7 run.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
Jokic, no good. The Spurs have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. It off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities. Down low.
Here's Barton. 11 points for him in that last game against Chicago.
And don't was a huge in that game.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area. He'll scorch you.
Murray kicks to DeRozan. .29 seconds left in the first half of the game. He feeds it to Aldridge. Shot clock at 4. Shot clock at 3. And it's 2 points on the layup. Aldridge has got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
Hey guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jokic passes to Thomas. And yes, it's good. Thomas got 14.
Common thread throughout the evening, IT's ability to get his shot, and he's converting at a high rate.
Here's DeRozan. And that's it for the first half of action.
This is not basketball.
What's been a very close game here. It's San Antonio. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be. So something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. A Sports Halftime Show. Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Kind of dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say, dandy of a class.
It is, and this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
What's a dandy line? Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now holding a 2-point halftime lead. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first 3-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some nice shots. Those were some much-needed points. Great in the game. As long as they're on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. The guards are Thomas and Harris. And it's Cook at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And the Denver Nuggets, you look at their improvement last year, Clark, especially on their home court.
Yeah, you know, they owned the NBA's 4th best home record last season, Kevin. Went 31-10. And, you know, some of it obviously is the altitude, but also when you've got younger players, they play better at home because they're not quite emotionally mature enough to be consistent on the road yet.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully, helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Count the basket.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside DeRozan. Kicks to Murray. Back to DeRozan. There's the feed to Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 6 assists in the game. Denver with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Porter in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Thomas against Murray. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge finds Gasol. They now take the lead. Gasol's got 5 now.
And the stick-with-it attitude of Gasol, just overwhelming the defense with his length.
Here's Millsap. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gates got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Murray. The teardrop falls in. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Jokic kicks to Thomas. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Antonio with the ball. First leading by 4. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Aldridge, the pass to DeRozan. Looking to get back on track here, and the shot goes in. He's got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Millsap, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Three, Harris. It's rebounded by Aldridge. On offense here are the Spurs. They're on a 10-2 run here.
And Gary Harris is a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, got it covered.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively,
and the Nuggets with some change. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Porter. Will Barton comes in for Gary Harris. And Mr. Moves subbed in for Thomas. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Myrtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Miller comes in for Rudy Gay. Ellenelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Here's Mr. Moves. Oh, good with the triple.
and they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Now, here's Bellinelli. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Craig passes to Mr. Moon. Down low, Gasol with the steal. Pass to Bellinelli. He kicks it to Pirtle. He's ball movement by San Antonio. Miller surveying the floor. 4 on the clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. There's the pass to Craig. Here's Mr. Moves, covered by Mills. Jokic, no good. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-2 run here. Pass to Gasol. Elbow shot. And another basket for San Antonio.
And I really like to see Gasol go up with that immediately after getting the pass. Shows how much confidence he has in himself.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as it gets fouled. On the shot.
You know, these second-round picks that sometimes emerge as outstanding players, Will Barton, a case in point. As a matter of fact, he can give you the handbook for being an outstanding second-round pick because he's really pretty good at just about everything you need to do on the basketball court.
Denver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Berton is checked in. And talking about Barton, you look at the body type, the game that he plays, Clark, well built for the modern era of pro basketball.
Yeah, especially since he's added some strength, Kevin. He can guard 1 through 3. You can't push him around as much as you once could. And, of course, this guy does not lack for confidence.
To the paint, here's Gasol. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gasol's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Mr. Moves. It's good. And here is Bellinelli. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Mills. Here's Bertans. Shot clock to the inside. Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
And it's really smart to get Gasol moving in these pick-and-roll plays. He's not only an amazing passer, but a terrific scorer.
Here's Mr. Moves. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Pirtle kicks to Bertans. And another basket for San Antonio.
hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
You just can't allow Millsap to get that kind of position. I mean, once he does have it, he's determined to score or at least get fouled.
Paul Millsap, a four-time All-Star in Atlanta. Greg, as we know, he missed most of last season after left wrist surgery.
A big loss after just signing that mega contract with the Nuggets. I mean, he's a lot older than most of their core, but a great fit in their front court and obviously one heck of a player.
Now, here's Bellinelli. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Kicks it to Bill. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Martin passes to Craig, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Craig's got his first 3 points of the game. Spurs leading by 13. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Mills looking it over. Bellinelli, three-pointer, and no good. Poeltl with the steal. Right side, DeRozan with one on the clock. Can't connect.
I'd like to see Barton be more consistent on this end. He has the height and length needed to challenge shots.
Yep. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for San Antonio, DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Hills at point with Bellinelli, they're the backcourt, and it's Poeltl in at the center, filling out the middle. The Nuggets trail by 13. From deep, Vanderbilt. That's good from 17 feet away.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
Spurs shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Bellinelli dishes to Mills. Back to Bellinelli. That's to Mills. Just 5 on the clock. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. And the Spurs lead by 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
On the wing, Harris. But they recover to the paint. Vanderbilt. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Mills. Kicks to Bellinelli. To the middle. Here's Poeltl. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey, when Poeltl gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Down low. Miles passes to Harris. Over Bellinelli. They get it again. Miles in the two-point line.
And great effort on the boards. And what a that was, Kevin. You just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Gay's checked in for the Spurs. On the wing, DeRozan, guarded by Harris. Here's Aldridge. That one off the back iron and out. The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Craig, and the lead is down inside single digits.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Nobody near Gay. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Harris passes to Mr. Moon. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his third assist on the night.
Good ball movement. Wonderful pass. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Aldridge finds DeRozan. 6 to shoot. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Oh, man. DeRozan, his interior game, worthy of much respect. When he gets the ball in a good spot, he goes to work.
Vanderbilt, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Here's Mills. The Nuggets getting the bucket, buried from 15 feet out. Mills has got 9 points here in the second half.
Come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Denver calls timeout. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Lyles. Porter comes in for Harris. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Mr. Moon. Al Gasol, he's checked in for San Antonio. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Then we'll see if we have enough to get it done.
And, you know, for Nikola Jokic, I mean, the team is relying on him more and more now, and he's earned that kind of trust, and expectations are big every night. One thing he's got to get better at, though, is not getting down on himself when he makes mistakes. He's got to stay positive.
No coverage that side. 10 points for Gay.
In overtime, Gay has gotten better from beyond that arc. I love seeing him shoot the ball with confidence from deep.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Isaiah Thomas. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. At one point, they led by 16. Murray is surveying the D. To the inside. Feeds away. That's good from Gay on the assist by Murray. 12 points for Gay. And talking about Jokic, a fun-loving guy by nature, his teammates are trying to help him stay positive.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes he's his own worst enemy. He gets frustrated and then things start to unravel on him. His coach said, I don't want him feeling like it's all on him. He can't put that kind of pressure on himself. The message to Jokic, keep it simple. Keep it plain. Don't overthink it.
You want to talk about high volume scores and what DeRozan's doing. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Jokic. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. There's Gay, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And stolen by Gay. And a fence breakdown for the Spurs. Gay with the ball. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Time call. Well, here the Spurs decide to talk it over. They're leading by 12. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. And the Spurs with possession, leading by 12. Count that bucket.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Now, here's Thomas. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Millsap, this time with the catch and fire, showing off his versatility.
Spurs leading by 12. Murray the pass to get to the inside. DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now Murray, following Will Barton's three-point attempt. DeRozan with it. Out guarded by Barton. Here's Aldridge. It's all in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for San Antonio.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
That was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shot.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Right, they took the time needed, made the plays they had to, and that's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against Denver.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this game. Such an overall great performance it was for DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, that was a terrific performance on offense. He was out of his mind. He scored in so many different ways tonight.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Ty Gasol for the three. And it's Denver with the rebound. By Thomas. Murray. Thomas' shot is off.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you. DeMar, big game for you offensively. You were calling for the ball. Looked like you were really looking to be aggressive.
Yeah, I know I had a small guard on me. I had an opportunity to post up. And, I know he wasn't going to block none of my shots. So all I had to do, follow through and concentrate.
House in the house, DeMar. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Hill, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.